Good evening, everybody, and welcome to my channel. This is Dusty's Color and Art, and I'm going to be kitting up a diamond painting today and chatting with you guys. So, get all the YouTube stuff out of the way. If you could like my video if you like it, subscribe if you want to see more, and ring my bell to get notified every time I post a video. So, today, I'm going to be kitting up, let's see, it's very large. So this one, it's got three kind of, it's one of those triptych ones or whatever you call them. But I really like doing the ones that have like more than one panel, but I will have to cut these apart to be able to fit them on my table. So yeah, so we're just gonna kit up here and have a little chat and see where things go. So one moment while I open these, and sorry about the wrinkling and crinkling. So let's see, put that there because I like to. So then we're gonna cut these apart, and I do know that there are easier ways to probably do this, but this is what I enjoy, so that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 bags of 310. Ouch. That's a lot of 310, but I mean, it's a black, white, gray, and red, right? So there's only 14 colors, but there's going to be a whole lot more bags than 14. Let's see. We have 3 bags of number 4. Let's see. We've got number 5. And then we have 2 number 6s. And 2 number 7s. I'm definitely going to have to use my big storage containers instead of like the small Tic Tac ones. Let's see. There's 8, 9, 2 number 10s, oops, and then, oh, there's 11 and 12, oh, I'll put that one this way maybe, and then we have 113, and then we have 4 bags of 3865. So, yeah, so how is everybody doing? I hope you're all having a really great week and month. I mean, we started December. Can you believe we started December already? Like, where did the time go? I feel like November has, like, disappeared. I have no clue what happened to it, but yeah, it's kind of crazy. So, Darren, my husband, it's his Christmas party at work tonight. Oops. And so, last year, he took my other daughter, my youngest daughter, Kyrie, which was awesome. And they had such a good time. So when I go to his Christmas parties, I have social anxiety, and there's more than one company, so I don't know everybody there. And so I get really anxious and stressed out, and then, you know, like, I kind of end up sitting at a table with him and the people he works with, which is fine. But I don't know anybody else. And so, you know, like when they do the things that, like last year they had a comedian, and like they asked who's known one of the, you know, people who's worked at this company for the longest, and Kyrie was there, and she goes, well, I've known him for 18 years. He's my dad. So she ended up actually winning a $100 Visa card just for that, because that's what they do. And so, yeah, and then like they have this big dinner, and of course it's like, you know, turkey or beef. Sorry about that. Words are hard. And so I don't actually eat anything oh, this one is cracked. I didn't notice that. Oh well. So yeah, I don't eat anything that involves like a Christmas dinner or, like I don't eat mashed potatoes. I don't eat anything. Like the vegetables I don't like. So I end up, we usually stop at McDonald's on the way home so that I can have something to eat, or we stop on the way there, but usually on the way home because, you know, I don't want to get my dress or whatever I'm wearing dirty. So, yeah, so for me to go, it's kind of a waste of a ticket, you know, like I feel bad, but like we end up leaving as soon as like the door prizes are drawn. So, you know, like it's not as fun as him going with, you know, my daughters. So Kyrie had to work tonight, so that's why Morgan's going. Not that he didn't want to take Morgan, it's just they did it last year. So yeah, so they're there and hopefully having a good time. I mean, I'm assuming they are. Darren's a pretty laid-back guy, so he, yeah, he is definitely going to be having fun. I did offer to drive him so that, you know, he could have some drinks and take a cab home, but he said no, and so he won't be drinking that much because, you know, obviously we don't drink and drive. So yeah. Oh, shit. Oh well. I just dropped like 10 of those. But yeah, so I hope they have a really good time. And like last year, they literally came home with 2 $100 Visa gift cards. And then they also, came home with like, you know, there were bags of candies and stuff on the tables. So yeah, he did that, so that was okay. I'll figure out what to do with these when I'm done. I mean, there's only like 15 in here, maybe. So I mean, I should have more than enough without, you know, being an issue. So 13. So yeah, they're doing that tonight, and Kyrie's working tonight, so I have the house all to myself, which, I mean, it's not uncommon for me to have the house to myself because, you know, Kyrie's here, but she works, but she kind of only works mostly in the evenings. So, and then, you know, Darren works every day, and then Morgan, we never really know if she's going to be here or not. So, yeah, it's kind of nice to, you know, just be able to sit here and chat and talk to you guys. So, yeah. So that's what's going on here today. So, yeah, oh my god, I went to Wish today, like to the website, and I used to order all my painting, like diamond paintings from Wish, and, you know, like they were awesome, but especially after having access to Temu, their prices are absolutely ridiculous. Like, they show a painting and it says, you know, $6 and, you know, $6.57. So then you go into it and you click on it and you find out that's for a 20 by 30. So to do a 30 by 40, it is like anywhere from $15 to $22 for a 30 by 40 painting. Like, and then if you want squares, it's even more. It's ridiculous. Like, I mean, to be fair, like that is where I literally bought all of my paintings at first. And so to go and, you know, because I'm waiting for a Temu order right now. So that should be here by the middle of December, I believe. And then also, pardon me, I have another package coming, and hopefully it'll be here at the beginning of this week. So, I have one more opening to do with you guys from Temu. And after that opening, that will have been my first and second order from Temu completed, which means like I bought like a whole bunch of paintings from Temu. I think I bought like 47 the first time and then like 20 or something the second time. So yeah, the little drills popping all over the place. Yeah, so I'm really, really not having a great day with this, apparently. So yeah, it's, I don't think I will be buying from Wish again, which, I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't that great either. It's not like I'm, you know, uh-oh. What did I do? 8, 9. Uh-oh. I messed up, you guys. Alrighty, well, since I know this one is not 9, pretty sure this one is 10. Because, yeah, so I am just going to put my number 10 on here, because I do know that was the last one I did. And then I can figure out the other ones afterwards. Apparently talking, and I'm not one of those people who can talk and chew gum at the same time. So, yeah. I have to pay more attention, apparently. So, yeah. And also, Kyrie, with her marching band, she goes on tour every year. And last year, they went to West Virginia to compete in WAMSB, which is a marching band. It's like World Association of Show Band Marching. I'm not exactly sure what the thing is. I know it's about show band and marching and worlds. And so they went, and last year Kyrie was in what we call Stetsons, which is like the middle group. So if you join the Calgary show band stuff, they have a group that's for middle school, so grades 7 to 9. And then they have a group that's high school, so 10 to 12. And Kyrie got into that, she was in Crub and Stetsons. And so, I don't know what I'm doing. And so she had to, with Stetsons and Crub, you're just allowed to be in it. Anyway, so what I was saying is they went to West Virginia, and that's like, when they go on those tours, they're competition tours. And so, the show band, which is what she's in now, they won first in the world last year at the marching show band. And then there was I believe a group, and I can't remember, I believe they were from Japan. They got second, and then our kids, so the grade 10s to 12s, they got third place, which is amazing, like so amazing. So while they were there, they were competing, and you know, they did some touring and stuff like that. But what happened, apparently somebody forgot to pick up their medals after the show, because they had to leave right away because they were going to BC. And somebody didn't pick up their medals, so our kids aren't getting their medals this year, which I just found out like 2 days ago, and I am so angry. And like, Kyrie is so disappointed. I mean, that, like, those kids work so hard, and to get third in the world and not get your medal, I just think that's I think it's absolutely garbage, to be honest. I'm only going to put 1 in, because, yeah, I don't want to fight with putting 2 in. And then, so yeah, they're not getting their medals at all. None of them. So, yeah, we're not very happy as a group. Like, the parents are mad because we pay a lot for our kids to be in these programs, and, you know, to find out that something that we paid for, that these kids worked so hard for, and they're not getting their medals, is just, it's very, very upsetting, to be honest. And like I said, Kyrie, the kids are just like, they can't understand why. Well, and I mean, when the parents can't understand why, how are the kids supposed to, right? So anyway, this year she's in the marching show band for Calgary. So that's ages 16 to around 20 or 21. So that's one that you have to audition for to get in. So she got in, and it's been like amazing. The absolute difference between Stetson's and show band, like, is just, I can't even begin to say how amazing it is. So anyway, we found out when or where they're going on tour. So next summer, so we have the Calgary Stampede here, and during the Stampede, the kids play at every day down at the Stampede grounds. They compete in a parade every year and whatnot. So after Stampede, which is, you know, the first, I think it's like the second week of July, she is going to Orlando. So that's pretty exciting. They're going for, I think, 9 days, I believe. So yeah, like, super excitement there. So yeah, she's going to Universal, and they get to go and do a lot of, like, you know, touring and that kind of stuff, which is amazing. So she is very excited about that. So like, with COVID, she was in Stetson's, her first year of Stetson's, when COVID hit. And so they were supposed to be going to Europe that year, and she never got to go. And like, her first year of Crub, they actually went to Seattle on a bus, but they had a lot of fun. It was fantastic. And then so they're going to Orlando. And like, last year was Kyrie's first time on a plane, you know, first time, yes, she went to Seattle, but, you know, like, first time going that far away from home. And we were also told that one year they would be staying in North America for tour, which is this year, because, or next year, I suppose, because they're going to Orlando. And the year after, it's supposed to be, like, not America, but international. So we don't know yet, but we have a new band director, and he's, like, trying some new stuff out with the kids, and Kyrie absolutely adores him. Like, he is fantastic. So she's been really lucky as far as, like, music teachers go and stuff, because her middle school music teacher was the one who actually got her into show band. So, like, her teacher thought she was so good, the show band, or the Crub, came and talked to all the kids, and Kyrie was like, well, I don't know, like, if I want to do that. So anyway, her teacher called the people that are responsible for, you know, that kind of thing, and she told them that, you know, like, talk to her parents, like, call them, because this kid is awesome, and it's just the type of person you're looking for. And so they called us and asked us to come to the parent meeting at the beginning of the year. So yeah, that's how she got in, which is just fantastic. So yeah, so we're very, very proud of her. And I mean, I've been from, like, BC to Cape Breton Island. So I've literally been all across Canada. but I have never really been out of Canada. Like, I remember when we were little, if we drove to Ontario, my parents, like, they would drive through Detroit because it's, you know, faster. But, I mean, I was too young to, you know, recognize what we were doing or anything. And usually I was sleeping in the back of the car. So, yeah, that was a thing. So I've never really been anywhere. So I'm so excited that she got to go, like, somewhere really cool. And it's really funny because my oldest daughter, she's never been out of the country either, which, I mean, it's fine. There's no big deal. But with her company that she works, where she works with, they had like a convention thing in Vancouver. So she wasn't really going at the moment, but then her boss, like, she saved them a bunch of money, so, like, just kind of not on purpose, but she did. And so he's like, you need to come to this conference. And he literally just flew her there and then came back. Like, it was just awesome. Because she's never been on a plane or, you know, been anywhere like that. So I think that is pretty cool. So, yeah. So now both my kids have been on a plane. And they both actually really enjoyed it. I love to fly. So, yeah. I think if there's no turbulence, you're not getting your money's worth. That's what I told my kids anyway. And I actually believe, I love the turbulence. It's so much fun. Feels like you're on a roller coaster. And I suppose if you're gonna, you know, crash or anything, might as well have fun before you go down. No, I'm kidding, you guys. I have an odd sense of humor. I'm sorry. So yeah, and let's see. So that's about everything that's going on here. Yeah, it's been a lot. So I am going to start. Oh, this one doesn't have the codes on it, like the schematic. You know what I mean? I guess I'll start on this one then. So yeah, I've just been hanging around. I haven't been feeling well, so that was kind of a thing. And let's see, are these two about the same amount? Because I missed the number 11 and put 10 first, so I'm pretty sure that this one is 11. So, and unfortunately, they don't have, no, they don't have the numbers on the drills. So there, I got that figured out. So what are you guys' plans for Christmas? Anybody going anywhere, staying home, you know, getting together with your loved ones? I mean, could be fun. We're gonna be home for Christmas. My mom, she lives in Medicine Hat, which is about 3 hours away from us. And so she used to love Christmas. And then like 3.5 years ago, my sister passed away. And so my mom really just hasn't been herself since. And my mom and I, we didn't talk for almost 20 years. So, I guess, you know, when my sister was in the hospital, we reconnected. And so, anyway, Darren's parents, sorry about the crinkling, you guys. There. So, Darren's parents, they go to Arizona. So they leave just after Thanksgiving in November? I think it's October. I don't know. Apparently. Pretty sure. Because, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, they leave just after Thanksgiving. So they're already in Arizona and having a good time. And so my mother-in-law, she called Darren after they got there. And they were chosen when they got off or got on the plane or got off the plane to look through their bags, because they kind of do it randomly. And they found this big bag of white powder. Well, they're looking at Barb going like, are you kidding me? You just put this on top of your suitcase? And he's like, this is not cocaine, is it? And she's like, no, it's lemon pie filling. So she thought it was really funny. I thought it was very funny. I mean, I totally get it. I wouldn't have thought of that either. But yeah, so because apparently like there's quite a lot of differences in some of the foods between Canada and the US. Like the flour is different. So when she makes her buns, she likes to have Canadian flour because the US flour is just a different consistency that she's just not used to. So yeah, she took her own pie filling, so that was pretty funny. But yeah, my mom, she moved down to Medicine Hat after my sister because her family is there. And her family sucks. I'm not going to say what they suck, but they are horrible people. And, you know, they don't have anything to do with my mom, ever. And so she's there and alone because, you know, she doesn't have Aaron. She moved to Medicine Hat. And, you know, her family was there. And then they convinced my uncle to move from Ontario to Medicine Hat because he has 2 kids that I don't know what they have. I can never remember the name of it, but like my one cousin, my female cousin, her name is Danielle. I actually named her, which is kind of cool. My Uncle Jack and Aunt Darlene, they had, you know, asked if they had a daughter, if they could name her Dusty, and I'm like, why would you do that to her? Like, that's mean and cruel. And so they asked what I would name her, and I said Danielle, so they went with Danielle. So that's kind of cool. But she's in a wheelchair and like she needs home care, and she needs more than home care. She needs to go to a home. And my cousin Bradley, he's still walking, but it's hard for him to walk. His speech is getting worse. And so, you know, my mom's sisters were like, move down here because, you know, we're here. We can help. Well, nobody helps. My mom is the only one that helps. She takes Bradley, my male cousin, out for brunch every couple weeks. She takes, you know, Danielle, my younger cousin, to the movies. Like, she is the only one who does anything with them. And so, you know, like, why he moved across the country for them, I wouldn't have. But yeah, she's down there and alone, and Christmas used to be her most favorite time of the year. And now she doesn't even want to put up a tree. She doesn't want to do anything Christmas related. So I'm really worried about her, to be honest. Like, she doesn't have anybody. Like, her boyfriend, after my parents split up, her boyfriend died, like, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago, maybe 8 years ago, I don't know. I mean, me and my mom weren't talking at that point, so I really don't know. But, you know, so she's literally all alone. And, you know, she's trying to take some classes, but, you know, like, it's hard. And she just turned 70 in June. And I'm so worried about her. She's so depressed. She's not my mom right now. And I mean, I get it. Her and I talk about that all the time because I'm alone a lot too. I'm lucky. I have my kids. I have Darren. But she really, really doesn't have anyone. And, you know, there's only so much you can say over a phone when neither of you do anything. So I'm really worried about her. So anyway, We're leaving the morning of the 19th to go to my mom's, and then we're coming home in the evening of the 23rd. And that way we're not there over Christmas because, you know, we're not doing much for Christmas here, but we'll be doing more. Like, you know, at least we'll exchange a couple gifts and whatnot. But she doesn't want to have anything to do with that. So, yeah, it's a little, I'm worried. I don't want her to be alone. I want to go stay with her for, you know, I was going to go in December and stay with her for a couple weeks and then come home with my family. But if I asked her if I could come, I know she would say yes because that's who my mom is. But I don't know if she would really want me there, right? Like, our relationship is still, like, kind of new still. So I don't know how being in each other's company for that long would be. So I know she'd say yes even if she didn't want me there. So I don't know whether I should ask if I can come out or whether I should not bring it up with her. So I just don't know. And I mean, I can't stay when my kids and family come home because then I'm not here for Christmas. So, you know, it's, I really just don't know what to do. And her and I, we have these green folders, which is like our power, not our power of attorney. It's something like that though, medically, where we, you know, give somebody the power to make decisions for us. And on hers, her plan is when she's done, she is gonna go to like Sweden or Denmark and oh gosh, what's it called? She's gonna get euthanasia, basically. And so, and I get it, because I mean, that's been my plan for years, which is actually very funny that we, you know, talked about it one day and that was both of our plans. So it was quite funny. But I don't want her to go yet. We wasted so much time being stupid and mad at each other. And I don't want to lose her yet. So, I mean, I think I'll talk to her about it while I'm out there and maybe come back or go back out there because there's a bus and it's like $40. It'll take me from here to there. And then, you know, I can just keep her company and I mean, I can still diamond paint there. She tried diamond painting and she didn't really like it much. And I can still film there and do everything I do, but yeah, I'm just really concerned. So anyway, on to happier stuff, right? Like, this is not supposed to be a depressing whip-in chat. So yeah, I guess that's about all I have for right now. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know maybe my talking wasn't as enjoyable. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I should do something different. Any advice? I would love it. And let me know what you guys are working on. It's always nice to, you know, see what you guys do. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great night.